I'm Beef and welcome back to another standard gameplay video, and today we are taking a look at birds, which utilises a few of the new cards from Final Fantasy. Birds is one of the creature types that's got a lot of support in Bloomburrow, and it has been improved in Final Fantasy because, for those who know, one of the main mascots really of Final Fantasy is the Chocobo, a big, starts off yellow chicken type bird, and obviously they are in the set as birds. So let's just get cracking with the new cards. So in our one drops we have Sazh Chocobo. We've seen this card on the channel before. 1 mana 0/1 landfall. When a land enters, we put a +1/+1 counter on it. We have one copy of Side Quest Razor Chocobo. I did have 4 in originally, but I took them out for some other cards. So it's enchantment. When it enters, it we create a 2/2 green bird creature token with when a land enters, we put a it gets +1/+0 to the end of turn. That's kind of the main Chocobo feature in this set, landfall +1/+0. So at the beginning of my main phase, if we control 4 more birds, transform this enchantment into a black Chocobo, a 2/2. When it transforms, we search our library for a land card, put on a battlefield tap, then shuffle any land, not a basic land, and it still has that landfall +1/+0 to the end of turn. And because it transforms, we can attack straight away. We don't have to exile and transform. It doesn't get summoned in sickness, but we do only have 1 copy of that. Then we have 4 copies of Travelling Chocobo, which again we've seen on the channel. 3 mana 3/2. We may look at the top card of a library at any time. We may play lands and cast bird spells from the top of our library. If a land or bird you control entering the battlefield causes a triggered ability of a permanent you control to trigger, that ability triggers an additional time, so it doubles up all our landfall and ETB triggers for birds. Really powerful. Then we are on to our legendaries. Choco, Seeker of Paradise, the mount from Final Fantasy IX. It's 4 mana 3/5. Whenever one or more birds we control attack, look at that many cards on top of a library. We may put 1 into a hand, then put any number of lands on the battlefield tapped, then the rest in a graveyard, and it has the where land enters Choco gets +1/+2 to the end of turn. So this is quite powerful. If we attack with 3 birds, we look at the top 3 of our library, 1 into a hand, any number of lands on the battlefield, rest into a graveyard. Just be wary on Arena. I messed up the first time I got the trigger. It will ask you to put what card. So put that card into your hand, then it will ask you what card, that's the land, then it'll ask the rest of the graveyard. So I ended up putting a land into my hand because I got confused, so just be aware of that. And our final new card is Bant and Boko, a 5 mana 4/3, but it does have affinity for birds, so the cost is reduced by each bird we have. And when it enters, each other bird we control deals damage equal to its power to target creature an opponent controls. If we have a Travelling Chocobo out, this is doubled up and we can choose new targets, so that's really good. And obviously if we have a fair few Sazh Chocobos or Travelling Chocobos or Choco or that kind of thing, and they are going to get quite big, which we'll get to in a minute. This can take out quite a few things. In one of the games I took out a 9/9 tally with 2 birds, so that's quite powerful. Next up, our final actual bird is Mockingbird, which is not new, but it's 1 and an X for 1/1 flying, and when it enters, we may have it enter as a copy of a creature on the battlefield with mana value less than or equal to the amount of mana spent to cast a spell, except it's bird in addition to other types, and it has flying. So if we just cast it for 1 blue, we can copy a Sazh Chocobo. If we can cast it for 1 and an X, we can copy a 2-drop, 1 and 2x, a 3-drop, and so on and so forth. And we're most likely going to copy Valley Quest Caller, which we have seen a lot in Bloomburrow decks. 1 mana 2/3 rabbit is the only creature we've got which isn't a bird. Whenever one or more other rabbits, bats, birds, or mice we control enter Scry 1, and other rabbits, bats, birds, and mice we control get +1/+1. We are most likely going to be copying this because 1, it'll become a bird with Mockingbird, which is really powerful, and then just having that board wide buff, and that Scry is really powerful as well. And then we do just have Adaptive Automaton, which will come down, name bird. It will become a bird, and other birds we control get +1/+1. And same with Patchwork Banner, not a creature, but it comes down, names bird. We do buff our birds, and it has M1 mana of any colour. And the rest are Bushwhack to find a basic land or as a fight spell, Get Lost as our removal, and then 1 Archdruid's Chime to find a land if we need to, or a creature, fight bite an opponent's creature, and then exile target artifact and enchantment. Mana base is as you would expect. We have lots of 2-ofs because in a 3-colour deck we do obviously need a variety. We have more green cards than anything else, only 2 blue cards and only a few white cards, but our white cards are lower curve, and Valley Quest Caller is so important. So we have 1 plains, 1 island, 4 forests. 2 Floodfarm Verges, 2 Seachrome Coast, 2 Hushwood Verges, 2 Razor Verge Thickets, 2 Willow Rush Verges, 3 Cavern of Souls, naming birds obviously, and then 4 Fable Passage, which can get any of our basic lands and help fix our mana, but obviously Patchwork Banner does that as well. So that's the deck. It's a good to see a upgrade and update on the one of the main creature types that was supported in Bloomburrow. Some of the other ones haven't. We've not got many lizards since then, or bats. We've got some, but not many, or squirrels. So it's good to see birds getting that support, but obviously it does make perfect sense with Final Fantasy. Chocobos are a key and very well-known part of fantasy, so really Final Fantasy, so really good to see that covered. So if you like what you see, please remember to like and subscribe and share with your friends. Press the bell button to get notified of videos. I do release one every single day, most of the time, so and around the same time, so just be aware of when they are and click the notification button so you don't have to think about it too much. I'd like to give a shout out to my Planeswalker level patrons. They are Adrian, Mihal and Arcadius. Thank you very much for your support. Everyone else, I'm trying to get to 3,000 subscribers by the end of the year. We are just over 2,800, so about 200 more to go. Please do what you can. If you've not subscribed, just hit that subscribe button. It doesn't cost you anything and doesn't take any amount of your time, so please do that. And in the meantime, I'll see you all in the gameplay. Well, Chocobo into Quest Caller, into copying the Quest Caller with Mockingbird and a Fable Passage as well. But we are on the draw. Guessing Kaito. Oh, there's an automaton. That's good as well. Ooh, do you have a counterspell? Yeah, I'm guessing we're about to get Kaito'd. Oh. Or not, then. That's a lot of Fable Passages. On bird. Let us copy their preacher. Now, unfortunately, we don't really want to attack in yet, but we will, I think, once the Chocobo can kill their preacher. Which we'll be able to next turn. Now Kaito? Yeah.
Don't be jealous of my tech. Don't worry, Pom Pom. I've got this.
Yeah, that's kind of annoying, but
Control the outcome.
on bird. I think we've got enough buffs for now. Doesn't have menace. No, it doesn't. So we'll hold back. Obviously, it can tap down Sazh's Chocobo. I would love to find a Travelling Chocobo or Boko and Choco. Let's get an island.
Aha. Now I know your weakness.
I put both into the graveyard. Just like absolutely pouring down where I am. I expect him to replay out the Preacher. Oh, more Death Touch. Joy. Let's get down at Quest Caller. No. And we are swinging at Kaito. I imagine, well, the stick means they've definitely got something. I'm going to keep that. They can double block one of our Quest Caller.
There's gotta be another way out.
But assuming that they replay out their Preacher, no, attack in with your Tie Binder, please do. What do I want to copy? Probably another Preacher. Yeah. Yeah, I'll keep that. They can't really attack with their flyers. And yeah, they knew it. If they attack with their flyers, see, we have 12 in the air with our two mocking Preachers. And if they attack with their Death Touchers, we just chump one with our Vampire. And next turn, Travelling Chocobo will double up. Well, we don't have any bird triggers because Sazh Chocobos has no abilities, but hopefully it means we can find more things on the top of our library. We go first. Oh, we need to fetch a Plains with a Fabled Passage. And we do need a blue source for Choco. But hopefully the Quest Caller Scrying can help us get there. What are we up against? They did mulligan down to 6. Play our quest caller. And hopefully it survives. A favourable passage for opponent. We're playing Brawl by the looks of it. Well, let's Sazh Chocobo. Because this will get us 2 scries. Let's not get another Chocobo. And then we will quest call up. And yeah, we'll keep the Cavern of Souls. We'll get in for 3. And then next turn we should have a pretty good attack with, we'll get 3 triggers for Choco. Ooh, black as well. Oh, we won't have that good because it's only birds. We only have 1 bird. I keep on forgetting that the quest callers aren't birds. I'll keep him for now because it's another bird. We'll put it into a hand. And it's going to be a pretty effective removal spell. Devav Zombify for a tally. Ooh, Rakdos. What do they hit? Mockingbird and another invasion. We can take out a tally with Bart's and Boko. And this should be lethal. Yes, it does 9 to us. We put the Mockingbird in hand, the land onto the battlefield, and yeah, we've got lethal anyway. And we're up to bronze tier 2. Well, we have a lot of adaptive automatons. We won't cast the Mockingbird. We have all our colours as well. So next turn we start getting down the automatons. I imagine they take a Mockingbird. Yep. I also imagine they have lots of removal. Well, we don't just need more land, isn't really what we are looking for. All attacking. Yeah, I assume they had a Drowner. Are they going to shuffle in our automaton? This is where flooding out has been quite bad. We don't even have double green if we do draw our Boko. They have another Floodpitch Drowner. They could double block, but then we get back another automaton. So we have drawn all 4 of our automatons, which does mean we're going to win this race. Three cards in hand. I reckon they got go for the throats. And another one of those. Or maybe not more go for the throats. They're going to shuffle it away? Yep. You can't attack unless you've got removal. Do we have... Well, we don't have any blue for another Drowner. Let's copy a Deep Cavern Bat and see what they have in their hand. Only one blue. Yeah, sure, doesn't really make a difference. Unless they have a sweeper. We've got this game sewn up. Yeah, we struggled with green lands. Luckily we didn't draw Boko and Choco. But yeah, them only having one island and a hand with 2 Enduring Curiosities didn't help them at all. But we did see all 4 of our adaptive automatons. We go first. We need a 3rd land. Still need that 3rd land. We'll get a forest because we do have double green cards in hand. Well, this is going fantastically well. Just splendid. Let's get down a patchwork banner on bird. But yeah, we're well behind because of missing that land drop. Let's get out an automaton. If we draw another land, we can double spell. But yeah, we're not in a great place. Hopefully, we can Travelling Chocobo. And then we can Bart and Boko. I think we need to take out Urabrask and the Big Fear. And we will start hitting in. We can get down our other adaptive automatons. They could unlock their steaming sauna. Oh good, VV. Luckily they don't have a huge amount of cards in hand. We're a green mana away from being able to cast Archdruid's Charm. Which we can actually do now then. Let's make our Travelling Chocobo a bit bigger. Could have played that Sazh Chocobo before playing out a land. Do they have something? They need to up the power by 3. Their toughness by, well, 4 actually. 3 will just make it equal. On bird. We've got a pretty sizable board. Fair enough. We do have one more. Another Urabrask. On a bird. So I believe they're dead, unless they have another removal spell. They might have another Abrade. But no, they are kaput! Opponent goes first. We've got an alright hand. Although I imagine Chocobo's probably going to get sheltered by ghosts. Oh, Feather Flight. Oh, I'd get lost. We're going to do it now in case they have Shard Mage's Rescue. Let's get a forest. Get down the quest caller. And then we could Fable Passage for an island. Oh good, Manifold Mouse. Sheltered by Ghosts. Obviously they have a burst line in. No, we need the island for Mockingbird. Archdruid's Charm may be used to get a creature. We'll copy our quest caller. Don't need more lands now. An Offspring Manifold Mouse. Without Heartfire Hero, it's not as scary. Because you can only give it to nice. We will just Barts and oh no, these aren't birds. Oh, that's a bird. We will hold back. Do you have a braid or something? That didn't kill it. Yes, they realised they messed up massively there. Well, this is a pointless hand. Let's put back Barts and Boko. side quest, raise a Chocobo. We'll play this on bird. And let's get a land. Let's get a forest. And let's get our things removed. What are they discarding? Oh, good. Let's get down Choco. Let's attack in with you two. We will put a Get Lost into our hand. So at least we can take out their Oculus. If they have. It doesn't seem they do though. Well, we transform our side quest. Let's get a Faithful Passage. Seachrome Coast. Let's fight Choco and Fear of Missing Out. And then hit in, I think, for lethal. That's fine. We still have lethal even without Get Lost in their Steam Core Scholar. Choose one to put into our hand. Travelling Chocobo. Put these two onto the battlefield. Get a huge amount of triggers. Yeah, even without Get Lost, we're hitting in for, well, quite a lot anyway. Hello Magic fans and welcome back to a very quick wrap up. So I'm going to say something which I have said many times before. A creature based deck that is not a very fast aggro deck is going to struggle in our current meta, just the amount of removal that is in the, well, standard at the moment and is going to be going forward. So, you know, when our creatures stick, it's a pretty good deck. But playing Sazh Chocobo, cut down, playing Valley Crest Caller, cut down, playing Travelling Chocobo, cut down, it hurts, as well as Anointment of Affliction and go for the throat and shoot the sheriff and all that kind of stuff, or split up and Day of Judgment and Sunfall, all that kind of stuff. It does really hurt the deck. But when it does get going, it is quite powerful, and that's why. So some videos it will be slightly different setup, but I did end up putting Adaptive Automaton and Patrick Banner is one, because they're really good in tribal decks, but two, because of removal, we might end up having to rely on one or two bigger creatures as opposed to going wide. And obviously with the Automaton and the Patrick Banner and Quest Caller, which we had in anyway, it can really make our creatures really big, and that does help with Barts and Boko as well, because we want big creatures to take out with Barts and to take out opposing creatures with Barts and Boko. So that's really good. We are pretty good at going slightly wide but pretty big, having like a 6/8 Choco or something like that's not out of the realm of possibilities, and a huge Sazh Chocobo. So it does struggle in the meta. The bannings of this recent bannings has obviously shifted up the meta a bit, and I don't entirely know what the new meta is. And I did actually play this deck in rank, which I don't often do because the meta is usually set in stone. If you don't build a deck specifically for that meta, it's just going to struggle. So I'd be interested to see how it falls out with the recent bannings. But I do enjoy it. I do love tribal decks. I think they are one of the best kind of decks in Magic. But yeah, it's a fun deck when it gets going, but removal does just hinder it quite a bit. But if you like what you see, please remember to like and subscribe. Please remember to press the notification button to get notified of when a new video comes up. I'd like to give a shout out to my Creature Level patron, that is Thomas. Thank you very much for your support. Everyone else, I'm trying to get to 3,000 subscribers by the end of the year. So if you've not subscribed, and I know a lot of you aren't, please just press that subscribe button. It does wonders for the channel, doesn't cost you anything, and doesn't take any time. So please just smash the button. Please, and share with your friends. If you have friends who like MTG and like MTG Arena, send them my way. I will gobble up all the viewers I can. So hope you all enjoy it, and in the meantime, I'll see you all in the next video.